Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have Nick on Gyruda Bomberman versus Matt on Punishing Dack. Two very interesting legacy decks. Bomberman, actually a vintage deck that is now a legacy deck. Versus Bobble, going to take a look at a card in Matt's hand and draw a card. Lion's Eye Diamond along with Auriok Salvagers, the key component for Bomberman, as it allows you to get infinite mana and recur any other low casting cost artifacts from your graveyard. Versus Saga, the new printing. And this is not looking ideal. Don't really want this Saga to be ticking up. The fact that that's a temporary mana source could end up hurting Nick here. See what it turns into. So there's no shortage of things that Urza's Saga can find. At the very least, it can replace itself. Urza's Bauble again, sacrificed. To draw a card at the beginning of the next upkeep. Oh, it's an Ancient Tomb. I was thinking that was a Wasteland. Ancient Tomb, able to tap for 2. Nick takes 2 damage. Making yet another construct. A very, very different equation with Ancient Tomb in play. Oh, interesting. Grabbing Lion's Eye Diamond. All right. Expected a Retrofitter Foundry. An LED. Lotus Petal. Construct. Swinging. Getting in there for 4. It could be a turn away from just winning the game. Auriok Salvagers would allow for infinite mana, and then also recursion of those Urza's Baubles to draw the rest of the deck on the following turn. Usually pretty tough to lose from there. You also get to cast Gyruda, that infinite mana. Excellent addition to the deck. Companion gives just, a good mana sink. Once you have infinite mana, you always have something else to do. Get the Gyruda, potentially get a card from a graveyard. Not even from a graveyard, a card that's revealed. It's interesting. The card feels like it should get shut down by Leyline of the Void. That is not the case. Doesn't matter where those cards end up. In exile, the graveyard, whatever. Put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield. And here we have Karn. That merits a Force of Will pitching Force of Negation pitching Snapcaster. Force of Negation not all it could be in this matchup, as the Auriok Salvagers is immune to it. However, Lion's Eye Diamond can get hit. Not the most exciting prospect. Playing a land prior to the Ponder. Don't love that. Like a black and green available. Not be able to stave off Inevitable here. Will he be able to stabilize? Cavern of Souls. For an Urza, making yet another construct. Like we're figuring out extra constructs, perhaps. I mean, this is quite bad. Lion's Eye Diamond so strong with Urza. Allows you to tap your Corrupt Decay, not a construct. Urza allows you to tap any of your artifacts for a blue, small Mox Sapphire-ish. And Lion's Eye Diamond actually doesn't require tapping to sacrifice it, you may have noticed. Just sack it. This is going to be game. Yeah, infinite mana. And Urza means that you're going to be able to pay 5, shuffle your library, exile the top card, play it without paying its mana cost. Wouldn't matter if you needed to pay the mana cost, you'd still be totally fine. Now, when you hit your Walking Ballista, You'll cast it for 0, it'll go to the bin, and then you'll bring it back with Auriok Salvagers and then cast it again. That is the most likely win. But, I mean, you're going to be able to play every single artifact in your deck, win with your constructs. I mean, it is pretty much game no matter how you slice it once you get infinite mana. A draw engine like that. It's like Gyruda, one of the best companions in the wake of what ultimately was probably a terrible idea. Companions trying to make all Magic more like Commander. Not really a good plan. But Gyruda doesn't really care about the A3 additional clause from the original version. Chalice of the Void, a backbreaking card here. Going to be countering all spells that cost 1. See how many Punishing Dack has. At the very least, Brainstorms and Ponders. Zorius Signet. Legacy playable mana rock. Normally, you're just going to see that in your Commander decks. Here we have an Aethersworn Canonist. And that eats an Abrupt Decay, which may have been better suited for the Chalice of the Void. We'll see. Punishing Dack presumably has Punishing Fire, which can do 2 damage to any target. Cavern of Souls. Something like an uncounterable combo. Enjoy the card Encephalid Breakfast. Doomsday makes good use of the card Cavern of Souls. Pretty dangerous. And here we go. Lion's Eye Diamond, bunch of mana floating. And now here's an Auriok Salvagers, uncounterable. Sacking. There's not going to be a way to make this work at instant speed. So Assassin's Trophy. Going to be able to get back something. Could just be a big Stonecoil Serpent. See what Nick opts to do. Wants to keep both Lion's Eye Diamonds. And then get Gyruda. Looks like he missed the search from Assassin's Trophy. Oh, I think I remember this. This was a while ago. I think Matt actually thought the Salvagers was going to come back here. That will not necessarily be the case, as it's going to mill 4 from each player. Get one of those cards. We'll get an Urza, which is still quite bad. Chalice of the Void harmful enough on its own. Never mind when it can tap for a blue. So yeah, Gyruda, not quite a Reanimate on a stick. Just gets one of the cards that gets milled. Matt in a horrible spot, though, facing down serious pressure. Got a couple of turns to live what's on board. Dack Faden here. I mean, he could steal the Construct, but it's just going to be a 1-1 on his side of the board. Nick makes much better use of it. Draws 2. Discards. We lose a Baleful Strix. I am a little surprised at that. Baleful Strix could help stem the tide here. Oh, and another Salvager's off the top. That one's going to go infinite. Chalice tapping for a blue. Lion's Eye Diamond, infinite mana. And just like that, Savage top deck. And Nick takes that one down. The explosive Gyruda Bomberman.